I was brought forth in iniquity, and in sin my mother conceived me. My body was a prison. Locked inside was the inner me, and fear from the enemy tried to drive me to obscenity. See, he was claiming that he was kin to me, a strong power but not divinity. God, help me overcome this evil entity. See, I know that you desire truth in the innermost being, but the truth is that my exterior flesh claims to be superior to my strength. Just to say no, God, I know that I was meant to be more than the flesh on the outside of me. Blind me to the world. Give me your eyes so that I can see what it is that you see in me. Because quite frankly, Father, sometimes I don't see it. And that's what my demons, they try to take over, not by force, but by choice. See, they know our flesh, it's cleansed, but still moist. And like sleeping fire, they seek to spark your hidden desires. My skin would perspire as thoughts would try and seduce my logic. My mouth was dry, my movement was lethargic. See, I thought I could tackle it, no pun intended. A true horror, not fiction. And when I couldn't beat it, it beat me. Whether it was the sex, it was two bodies intertwining but never connecting. It was the alcohol, it was the red solo cup full to the brim of emptiness. It was the weed, it was the puff puff give that never gave me what I really needed. It was those temporary remedies that clouded my vision and eroded my convictions. I had to cry out to God because my mind was locked inside of a mental prison, and my only two cellmates were momentary sins and unconscious decisions. I was trapped. I began drowning in a sea of words that began to choke pronunciations of pain out of my mouth and replace my voice box with the empty vernacular. I said that I had no words. And that's how I became the unspoken. It was this broken heart that I kept giving away that was never mended. It was a habitual sin that I just couldn't stop committing. It was a repetitive altar calls that I never answered. It was a repetitive enslavement of words unsaid and needs unmet. I was trapped. I had no words, but I wished to be heard. God, unfurl this descending silence that threatens to swallow me and send solitude. Make these bones that you have broken again rejoice. God, create in me a clean heart and restore a steadfast spirit within me. God, swallow up the darkness that surrounds me and drown me in your pool of light. Abide in me and restore me the joy of your salvation, and then I will be able to teach transgressors like me your ways, and the lost will come back to you. God, I have figured out that your sacrifices are not just how high I can lift my hands, the sound of my praise, or how many sins I can avoid each day. I have learned you do not delight in just my church attendance, my on and off monetary offerings, and you definitely don't delight in a head that's full of you, but in a heart that's never known you. God, I came to you, and my body was broken, my heart was broken, and I had a broken spirit. All I could give you was the alcohol, all I could give you was the addiction, all I could give you was the pain, the shame, the guilt, the abuse, the misuse. But God, you said in your word that the sacrifices of God are a broken spirit and a contrite heart, and those things you would not despise. And now, God, you are my temple where my body is broken. You are the embrace that surrounds me when there are no arms to hold me. You are the joy behind my smile. God, every tear that falls from my eye fell from yours first. I have learned that you have reversed the curse. I am no longer broken. I have been healed.